Good morning, Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Daphne, and I would like to say welcome to any new subscribers and viewers. I hope that there is something here that you like, and that you continue to follow me on my stitching progress. And I would also like to say welcome back to all my current viewers and subscribers. It's just great to see everybody, and great to be back again to do this video for you. Today we're going to look at all the progress I made in July. It was majority was my Christmas or winter whips, if they got spun on the wheel. Some of the whips that I have did not get spun on the wheel, so they will not be, there was no progress on them, so I didn't bring them out. And we will get started. First, we will get with the finishes. I didn't bring the pictures because it's obviously completed, but here is the first one that I completed. This was one of my Whipco pieces for July, and it was 10 days, and I think I finished it in less than the 10 days. This is the Halloween sampler. The only things that I had left to do, I believe, was this ghosty pumpkin, ghost with a pumpkin head, these pumpkins, the candy corns, and the cats all down here on the bottom row. So this is a finished Halloween sampler, and 14 counted. I would have called for fab floss, as it was a kit. So here's one finish. And the second finish is this piece here. This is Bostonia, Stitching Jules Designs. 1/1 full cross, called for DMC. Well, just black DMC. You can use any color you want, but I chose to do the black. And this is a Fortnight fabrics. I can't remember the color, but here it is, all complete. And probably just gonna do it in a square frame. I don't know if I may do if I can find a round hoop big enough. We'll see. So there's second finish. And then the other finish that I had was just a little mini finish from the Creatingly Crafty, I think is the group. But here's these little mini ones that I've been doing. This was February. There's March. Here's April, the Easter Bunny. There's May. I don't think I showed June last month, but there's June, the little bumblebee. And I finished July at the end of July. And since I got this here, I'll show you. I started August, and I can't show you a picture because the picture is the chart, but it's actually a little fisher bobbin. Over here will be his fishing rod, and then he has a little fish hanging down and his little can of bait. So that one will be finished this month, so you'll be able to see that at the beginning of September. So there's that one. So we'll just do the quick totals. For July, it was 28,488 stitches. I believe that's everything that was counted those days. Stitched every day. Yeah. So we got a couple good things going. And I did do 2 starts this month, so we'll get into those as the projects come up. And I met all my Whipco goals for July, so that's good. So the first one up here is Sunflowers, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Marianne Broom. I'm working across the top row of pages. And this month, July received 2,499 stitches. One more. Why not just do one more? You know? 2,500 even? Oh well. I believe this is 28 count, called for DMC, 1/1. And, oh, my needle fell off my magnet. Let's move the magnet up just a little bit. So, let me fold it a little bit. Okay, close enough. Here is where it is now. I believe I was just working over in here. I want to say, yeah, the first couple rows of 10 by 10 squares are complete on this page. This is the edge of the page. So there's sunflowers. And next up in the pile is snowman stocking. This was 2,852 stitches. And I'll take this because it's kind of see-through. Still working on filling in a color. So here is where the snowman stocking is now. There still is some random stitches up in here that I haven't finished filling in yet. But majority of it from the top of this mountain up is complete. And we're starting to get into the village scene down below. So here is snowman stocking. Heaven and Earth Designs. And I cannot remember the artist. I need to print a picture out of it. Is what I need to do. This is 28 count. Linen, I believe. 1/1 full cross, called for DMC Floss. And next in my pile, I did not write down. Oh, nope, I know where I can find it. Let's flip in my calendar here. We have the Winter Woodland series. I did 7 stitches in part 1. Excuse me, to finish out part 1, and then I started part 3. 227 stitches, but I actually need to frog pretty much a good portion of what I did on that. I realized I put it in the wrong spot. But that's okay. So, first, we will show you the first one. He's all finished. In person, you can see all the white snowflakes. You just can't see them on the screen, but there's white snowflakes up here. The only thing I had to do, the 7 stitches, I think was here. Yeah, I think those were here, and backstitch this. And then I started in on number 3. I got the border is all complete in the right spot. There's 2 snowflakes that are right, but all this needs to come out because it's one. I know there's supposed to be 2 stripes of red, but I think it's also 1 square too low, so it's got to go up, plus the red needs to be moved, needs to have 1 more round of red. So there's that, and so this is what number 3 would look like. The ornaments, and then the fabric is this fabric here. It was a fabric of the month by Fortnight Fabrics, and this is number 9, which is the fox. And this is an exclusive for Crazy Annie's. So there's that one. And then next one here is another one of my winter pieces, Winter Chores. The first day was 601 stitches. And then the next time it got pulled out, 291. And did I do it on the last day? No. So we got almost around 900-ish stitches. Using the called for fabric, called for floss, as it is a kit. Esla Williams. I'm kind of going all over the place. I worked here a little bit. I did some up in the sky. Kind of going a little all over the place on this one. And I'm using the 14, I think it's 14 count. Yeah, 14 count. The light blue Ada. And there we go. As you can see, I got some more the sled done, got a little bit of the horse done, and then I came up here and starting to fill in the sky. Just going all over, trying to get that first, full page complete instead of just keep bouncing around. But it gives me something different. If I don't want to work on a horse, I come up in the sky. If I don't want to work on the sky, I can come down here and do like the middle, more of the background. And there's some little stitches that have to go down in here to random ones in the back stitch and stuff. So this one will come back out in December. During the winter months. And next up is one of my new starts. I can't really show you pictures because, oh yes I can. This is trying out some Blackwork. And in the description box below will be a link to their website. And I believe where you can buy herb patterns. But they do a free sale every year. Blackwork sale in their Facebook group. So this is the board. This is the one that I chose to do. This is just if you did their colorway that they picked. But I'm doing a different colorway. And so far, I'm enjoying it. So here is the colors that I'm doing. I'm doing DMC Satin 414. Doing B5200. I'm using a Forbidden Fiber Co. Wildflower. This was in the Garden box. It's showing blue on the screen, but it's actually green. Let's see if I put this on here, if it will show green. No, but it's a green. So I'm not sure if you can get this, because as I know this wasn't exclusive to the Black Needle Society. And I'm doing 310 and 930. Those are my colors for the Blackwork sale. And I'm using, there's another Fortnight Fabrics, Fabric of the Month, Great Basin, Crazy Annie Stitching. I'm not sure if you can get it through them right now or not. And this is what I have so far. You don't really see the white on the camera, but there's white up here, and then in between these black lines there's a little bit of white. So here that is. This one here is the satin, and this is the 930. And it's fun. I'm actually enjoying it. You know, it goes fairly quick because it's just one strand of the back stitch and the Blackwork. So it's been enjoyable, and this is the layout of what I'm doing, the way they had it, and I plugged in my own color numbers, my floss numbers, so that I knew where they were going, and we just received 31. I mean, you can put these in any order you wanted. I just left them the way they were, and as, like, I'll wait till each month comes and I'll get the monthly, instead of printing out 4 different ones, I'll print out one with all 4 on it, and then I'll do the 4. So I need to get the other ones for July done, and do the backlog, and continue working on this one. So I think I will be doing more of this style, because you could have chosen, you know, to do ones with backstitch in the squares itself. You could have chose to do no backstitch in the squares. So my border, I chose the cross stitch, and in the inside squares, I chose not to do the backstitch, not to do the cross stitches. So, and we've got my QS Holiday, and Heaven and Earth Designs are by Amy Stewart. This is the bottom corner of the big Stitch in Time. This one was 633 stitches in July, and it was basically just working in the reds on his scarf. And I did a little bit more down here the end of the month. Called for DMC Flosses, 28 count, 1/1, full cross, and come on. I know. You're gonna give me a pain this time, aren't you? Yes. Okay, here we go. Here is where it is currently at. Get these up. There we go. So I filled in a good portion of both of these, the ends of the scarves. I think there might be a few little stitches here and there that I need to fill in. And I've just got a few up here to fill in, and this diagonal will be complete. And then I can go on to the next diagonal. So that'll be the job for when I pull it out next, is to fill in this, or I might just leave this until I do the top the next row of pages on top. And I know I have some random stitches in this part here to fill in. I just haven't gotten to that part. So there is QS Holiday. And next up on the agenda is the Owl Forest Treasure Island Sal. This is what it will, there's all the parts of when they come released. I think we're up to, we have this part, we have, yeah, we're up to 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm still over here on 5, but that's okay. This is 45 count Nightingale Legacy Linen, 1/2 full cross, and I need to figure out my little border around my person is not matching. It looks like it matches, but it doesn't match up. So I need to find out where my mistake is. I've looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and I cannot find where the mistake is in that border around this person here. So I'm gonna have to all right, now come on. All right, you don't want to cooperate. Okay, here we go. Fixed it. I'm gonna have to take a picture and post in the group and see if somebody can help me figure out where my mistake is in that. So I figured I'll just put it away. So I got frustrated, I couldn't figure it out, so then I started working on the person. And I will post in the group, the Alfor's group, and see if somebody can help me pinpoint where the mistake is. And this is from Black Needle Society, the Monsters, Myths, and Mythology box. I want to pull them back out, but I gotta find that mistake first. And it's gotta be something that I work on fresh in the day, because it's so tiny, the holes are tiny, and have a hard time. And here is another new start. This was my planned new start for my Whipco. Let's see. I don't know my totals, but I did 134 the first day I pulled it out. And then I've pulled it out since then, yes. 328 stitches on the second tie that I pulled it out. And it's in this book here, The Kaleidoscope by Lori Holt, Being My Bonnet. I had won this in a giveaway. And in the front of it, you can make this quilt here in regular quilt. But then in the back, they give you a cross-stitched version. And I'm doing that, but I am doing it in the ocean colorways, so the blues. Doing it with, so here's the blues. It's, 930, 993 right here, and 597. And this floss holder came in the kit as well, and with all the flosses for all of the colorways, and 14 count fabric flare. I gotta find. So here is, it's not gonna take this whole piece. This is just a really big piece. So here is where it is currently at. This is the 957 and then the 993. I don't know if you can really tell the two different colors. It's pretty fun because you do this and then it's just reversed here. So they fill in, and then what's not stitched here gets stitched in there. So like I said, this didn't stitch the flower, but then on the bottom you stitched the flower, but you left all the background empty. That was pretty fun. So we'll be taking that back out whenever, working on that again. And then my other Whipco piece was 10 days on Cinderella's Castle. Called for Kit Floss, called for Kit Ada. Enjoying it still. Got a lot of progress on it. Working my way across the bottom of the pattern. The navy blue Ada. The only thing I don't really like working on is the metallic threads. That's what it is. So here is the entire thing. As you can see, we got all the way across, and we started working on the tree that's on this side. So we did get some good progress. And we are starting to get up with Tinkerbell's little dust that she flies off with after she flies away. Can't see the sparkle, but there's sparkles. And as I've been going across, I've been doing some of the backstitch too. So there is some backstitch in there to bring out those bricks. Not sure when this piece will come out again, but it will. And that one was a lot of stitches when I was working on it. I don't think I wrote down exactly how many stitches it received. No. It was quite a lot. The most day was 752, and the least day was 193. So it's got quite a bit. And then I also pulled out my Song of Summer, 401 stitches, and this is Heaven and Earth Designs. I worked on a Gelsinger, and if you remember, I'm going from the top down, and I am up here in this first little bit of red flowers. So not even halfway through the width or the length of the pattern. 1/1, 28 count, full cross, called for DMCs. I did work on this a little bit in August as well, so you're seeing some progress for August, some progress for July. 401 stitches in July. I think I just used it for a prompt. But here is the whole piece, and we worked, don't mind the stains on the side, we worked down here. Like I said, I was working on this the other day, so there is some July progress, August progress in this July update video, but we got these two flowers coming in really good, and then we're getting down into some more greenery. So there is Song of Summer. I'll fold that one back up later, it's rather large. And then my last Christmas whip that got spun is my Jane's Joy Holiday Joy by Carolyn Manning Designs. This isn't as bright as it is because my ink was running low when I printed this out. But like each one of these little squares is like a little mini finish, and they're just over 100 stitches, so 11 by 11. And those little squares, 28 count over 2, 2 over 2, called for DMCs, if not called for then close to it. And this was a Magic Hour cross stitch. I believe they're in Canada. So here is this. We've got the full, almost the full, there's one little thing here. And then we'd have the full corner. But I just figured I had some white, figured I'd just get these, because these were all right here that were white, so I just figured we'd do all those. Filled in a couple, did a couple more of these. I think I filled in this one, but I'm not sure exactly what I did. So there's Jane's Joy, Holiday Joy, 28 count. And the last whip that I worked on is the Game of Thrones. I believe I moved the frame in July, so I'll put a picture of it out of the frame. And this is August progress as well. This diagonal is mostly August, but I did finish the diagonal over here and the one over here. And like I said, I think I have moved the frame. This one was 5,316 stitches in July. And that brings me, I was at 52.67% the beginning of July, and when we started August, we were up to 53.84%. So we went over 1% in July. Over 5,000 stitches just for 1%. A little over 1%. 20, I believe this is 28 count. Called for DMC 1/1. Full cross. And then, so what I'm going to work on in August is getting back to my yearly focus pieces for one of my groups. I did not bring them over because I didn't work on them in July. I didn't do very much on those yearly goals for July, that yearly travel the Olympics in July, for July, just because I was working on my Christmas stuff, which is fine. I will get them. It's not like you need to do this by the end of the year. It's just more of a challenge. If you can finish it, you finish it. If you don't, you don't, and that's fine. But I will get back to them in August. And my whip go pieces for August, I didn't bring the thing over it, but is 10 Days on the Chronicles of Narnia. Now, this has been receiving Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so 4 days already in August. But here is where it is. When I first started, I had a little bit of the end done, and then the stitches for here, this was done, and this top here was done. So pretty much from the top end of underneath the Chronicles and down has been finished in those 4 days. I need to take this apart because it's not far enough over, and these stitches here need to come out because they're not far enough over. So there's that. This is a 28 count. I don't remember the fabric. It's in the bag of flosses, which is not here at the moment. But I can put it on the screen here, what the fabric is. It's a printed fabric because it's just plain white on the back. So that's this. This is one of my whip go pieces for August, which is 10 days. So we need 6 more days on this piece. And then my other whip go piece is the Snow Globe series from the Frosted Pumpkin. And this one here is, who is this guy? Rudolph the Reindeer. This is what we've got so far. There's 4 in the series. This is the only one I have started. And it's not even finished yet. I've got the rest of the present and his inside the snow globe to do, and then that part up here will be finished. And then down here, gotta finish Santa and the reindeer and the houses, and then there's snowflakes in here. And then this one will be done. This one should get me done in maybe 1 or 2 days, and then I'll go on to one of the other 4. The only other one I have in here is Ginger Snap the Snow Fox. I did not print the other ones out, but this is where this series is, and so this is an empty piece, and then this one is empty as well. And I need to cut this. It's getting ruined in the bag the way it is. But yeah, so this is where the frosted pumpkin ornaments are currently at. So those will get 10 days after the 10 days on Narnia. Nothing, I don't have anything special, no planned starts for August. Just the mini that I showed you, started that on the 2nd. And other than that, that is all the stitching progress that I've made this month. But I do have a little haul. This is the fabric of the month, Witchelt Premium Denim Blue 18 by 24, 28 count. And I went through and I did the unboxing for this. This is the Black Needle Society Buzzworthy Stitching. If you want a detailed look at what's in this box, then you can go back to that unboxing. But I'll just show you really quickly what's in here. So you get your spoiler card. There was a piece of 32 count linen, color and cotton. What was the name of that piece on here? Spiced honey, which would look really good on the pattern by Tiny Modernist. We should be friends. A day without a friend is like a pot without a single drop of honey. So we'll do that on that. And then in here is the floss drops. And then you got the bookmark / ruler. You've got the bee socks, which say be kind on the feet. You got the tangy honey mustard mix. You got the bee pollen mask. You've got the Bee Stitch Me hand-dyed silks in Chick, Bumblebee, and Beehive. You've got the tote bag, which says Be Calm and Stitch. And then you've got the needle minder, which is it says Queen Bee. So that is the box for July from the Black Needle Society, and I believe that is all I have for you this time. I hope everybody has a great August and a great summer, rest of your summer. If your children or grandchildren or nieces and nephews all go back to school in August, I hope they have a great start to their school year. And just remember that if your project is not bringing you joy, you're not happy with it anymore, it is okay to put it away and pick out a different project, or even find a different, put your stitching down altogether if it's not bringing you joy. It is okay. This is a hobby and it's meant to be fun and relaxing. With that, I'll say see you later. Have a great week, have a great month, and we'll see you guys in September. Bye everyone.